Yes.
Hi, everybody.
I am.
Just hang it down.
Hi, Jacoby.
Hello. Hi.
Maggie, I gotta go.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Ooh,
Is it digital storytelling hat drawn?
Hello.
This bitch. Oh shit. Because.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first annual Moondance Festival.
Bienvenidos a nuestro primer festival Moondance virtual.
We are so honored to have you here, and we have an exciting show lined up just for you.
Estamos muy honrados y agradecidos de tenerte aquí. Y tenemos un espectáculo increíble para ustedes.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Hollywood Foreign Press Association and Adobe, for believing in the power of not only digital and creative literacy, but our digital media department.
Queremos agradecer a nuestros presentadores, Hollywood Foreign Press Association y Adobe. Gracias por creer en el poder no solo de los fundamentos de los medios digitales y la creatividad, sino también en nuestro departamento de medios digitales.
The 2020 Fall Class Selection Form was emailed out this last week and is due today, Friday, July 1st. Don't wait, as your favorite class may get full. For any questions or concerns, email us at membership@apch.org.
Los formularios de las secciones de clase de otoño se enviaron por correo electrónico la semana pasada. El último día para inscribirse es hoy, 31 de julio. No esperes, ya que tus clases favoritas pueden llenarse rápidamente. Para preguntas o cualquier inquietud, envíenos un correo electrónico a membership@apch.org.
Our digital media program is offering a range of classes for the fall semester. These offerings include digital and creative literacy bootcamp, filmmaking, photography and cinematography, and once again, our Friday digital watch party.
Nuestro programa de medios digitales ofrece una variedad de clases para el semestre de otoño. Estas ofertas incluyen un bootcamp de aprendizaje de los fundamentos de entretenimiento digitales y creatividad, la relación de películas y la fotografía y cinematografía de los últimos, nuestras famosas fiestas de Friday Digital Watch Party.
So for our pre-show, we have an exciting lineup of talent from the music, art departments. Please enjoy.
Para nuestro pre-show, tenemos una alineación de talentos increíbles del Departamento de Música y el Departamento de Arte.
Sorry, everybody, a slight technical difficulty, and give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Things are disappearing into the background.
Everybody else is off. Is your mute on?
Am I a lady or am I a rat? Am I a rat? If I'm a rat, I'm a ladylike rat. Am I a rat or am I a lady? Am I a lady? If I'm a lady, I'm a rat of a lady.
Welcome everybody to the Summer Art Challenge class virtual gallery. On view are the completed works of members in Miss Vanessa's Summer 2020 class. We will be completing a tour of the gallery as well as learning a little bit about the inspiration of all the work that you're about to see. In this gallery, you will see reflective landscapes inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe's painting, Lake George, created in 1923. Members were given the challenge to create a landscape or cityscape reflected in a body of water using mixed media. Each one provides a unique commentary on the work of Georgia O'Keeffe. These paper cities and landscapes are inspired by the paintings of the Serb artist Vuk Vukovic. You will see these paper cities and paper landscapes sprinkled across the galleries. Each member chose their own city or location to replicate in paper form. Art by chance pieces are inspired by the American painter Ellsworth Kelly and the idea that sometimes what you create happens by chance and not by plan. Members explored this theme by creating an abstract drawing, and upon finishing it, were given specific instruction on how to deconstruct their work and put it back together again to create something new. You will view their full results in the next two galleries. Members were inspired by Frida Kahlo's iconic self-portraits when creating portraits of either animals, characters, or people. These portraits also include special mementos or objects that have meaning to the subject. Each portrait was created by layering colored paper. Members learned about a traditional method of dyeing fabric called batik. This method dates back to ancient Egyptians and can be seen in many cultures in Africa, Japan, China, and Indonesia. Each member was able to pick their own subject matter, and using glue to outline their design, they filled it in with acrylic paint watered down to create a watercolor effect on their fabric.
Let's give a round of applause for Miss Vanessa's art class.
Déjenos dar un gran aplauso a todos los miembros que han hecho arte en la clase de la señorita Vanessa.
Next up, we have an exciting look at what the members in experimental art have been up to.
Ahora tenemos una presentación de toda la arte que ha sido creada en la clase de arte experimental.
Se fueron al juego de las estrellas. Con Carlos como portavoz, los famosos dirigieron la estrella.
Me movieron al otro que habla, ¿verdad?
This home with a dollar in his pocket and a head full of dreams. He said somehow, someway, it's gotta get better than this. Patty packed her bags, left a note for her mom. She was just 17. There were tears in her eyes, then she kissed her little sister goodbye. They held each other tight as they drove them through the night. They were so excited. We got but one shot of life, let's take it while we're still not afraid. Because life is so brief, and time is a thief when you're undecided. And like a fistful of sand, it can slip right through your hands. Young hearts, be free tonight. Time is on your side. Don't let them put you down, don't let them push you around. Don't let them ever change your point of view. Paradise was closed, so they headed for the coast in a blissful mountain. They took it to an apartment that was jumping every night of the week. Happiness was found in each other's arms. As expected. Billy pierced his ears, drove a pickup like a lunatic. Ooh, young hearts, be free tonight.
Let's give a round of applause for experimental art class.
Por favor, démosle un aplauso a la clase de arte experimental.
So next, from music, we have Lynette on ukulele playing Pachelbel's Canon in C.
Ahora, en el departamento de música tenemos una presentación de Lynette en el instrumento ukulele tocando Canon de Pachelbel.
Yes. Lastly, we have Ashley, who will be gracing us with her cover of Lovely Day by Bill Withers. This is her first performance at APCH, so please give it up.
Por último, tenemos una presentación de Ashley que cantará con su versión de Lovely Day de la cantora Bill Withers. Esta es su primera actuación en APCH. Por favor, dar aplausos.
When I wake up in the morning, Lord, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, there's something when I'm walking, Lord, that's heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely On the day the lights are heavy, seems impossible to pay. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. When the day the lights ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. A lovely
Let's give a round of applause for Ashley.
Por favor, aplausos.
So, now for our feature event, we are proud to present special guest Jaya Lynette, who is an APCH Shaheen Scholar.
Yeah, woo! Hey everybody, I'm Jaya Lynette. I just want to say before I start, thank you to all my friends, my families from Monterey, the UK, in California who's in this call, and I really appreciate you.
Ahora, para nuestro evento principal, estamos orgullosos de presentar a nuestra invitada especial, una APCH Shaheen Scholar, Jaya Lynette.
Just a little background about me. I'm a 5th-year student at Cal State Monterey Bay, which is located up north, which is like an hour from San Francisco, if you don't really know where Monterey is.
Jaya Lynette es una estudiante de la Universidad de Monterey Bay.
I am studying music, and I'm also, I'm majoring in music and minoring in film.
Ella está tomando los cursos en música y también en película.
And I'm currently studying abroad in Brighton, England at the University of Sussex. And I've been here since January, and I will be back next January.
Y ahorita está tomando un curso en el país de Inglaterra y está en la Universidad de Sussex.
So a little bit about my film. I did this film, it's about 5 minutes. I did it for one of my classes here in England.
Y la película que nos mostrará es un trabajo que estaba haciendo en la universidad ahorita donde está en Inglaterra.
And I created it with a few friends and a few classmates.
Y ha creado este proyecto con muchos amigos y también compañeros de la universidad.
So my film is called Unforgettable, and it is a bittersweet silent horror film about a young woman who is dealing with the loss of her boyfriend.
Ahora, la película que miraremos se llama Unforgettable y en español Inolvidable. Es una película de horror sobre una mujer que está joven y está de luto por la pérdida de su novio.
And while reminiscing of his death, she's approached by a presence that later leads her to the very last moment she spent with her deceased boyfriend.
Mientras ella recuerda a su novio, se le acerca una presencia espiritual. Esto la lleva a los últimos momentos que pasó con su novio antes que él falleciera.
So this short film reminds the audience that it is okay to accept the death of a loved one, whether that's through music or even through a specific memory.
Este cortometraje recuerda a la audiencia que está bien aceptar la muerte de un ser querido. Podemos celebrarlos a través de la música o con un recuerdo específico.
I also was able to be the actress in this film, and I also edited the film. So I want to just say thank you again for everybody who's here, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
También le quiero dar mucho agradecimiento a todas las personas que me han ayudado con este proyecto.
Also, last thing, it's a silent film, so don't feel awkward if you don't hear any dialogue, because there's no dialogue at all.
Ahora, solo para decirles que esta es una película que es callada, entonces no va a haber mucho sonido.
Yeah, so just please put your microphones on mute, and that's it. Thank you, guys.
También, por favor, si pueden poner todos sus micrófonos en silencio para ver la película.
Oh. Go ahead.
Wow. Such a heartfelt and poignant film with so much depth and very beautifully done, Jaya. We would like to now open the floor for questions or comments from the audience.
Démosle otra ronda de aplausos a Jaya Lynette. También queremos abrir este momento si alguien tiene alguna pregunta o comentario.
Feel free to unmute yourself if you have a question or a comment for Jaya.
That was a nice film.
Thank you.
Jaya,
You're welcome.
Aw.
what
Thank you, Samuel.
what made you come up with this theme?
Really?
Well, the theme, well, my group and I, we wanted to do, well, so for the project, we had to do a silent film.
Okay.
Well, I'm not done talking, just I'm waiting for the interpreter.
En ese momento ella está diciendo que la inspiró a hacer esta película y el principio es que tenía que hacer una película en silencio.
And so because it was a silent film, we were thinking of something that we can like really relate to the audience, something that they can relate on. And we figured that death would be something that they could relate for people who die or, you know, death of family members and all that.
Y la razón por qué decidieron hacer esta película cuando alguien pierde a un ser querido es porque querían enseñar que en una película cómo se siente y tener empatía y sentirse conectados con otras personas.
And so at first we were going to do like a paranormal activity, like a type of like really scary film where it's like a ghost that comes in and like is like hunting the girl.
Al principio querían hacer una película de horror que la persona estaba teniendo como ataques paranormales.
But I'm not with that scary stuff at all. So I figured that maybe we can do something more heartwarming and having like somebody die and then just having that person just be able to release and just know that it's okay to grieve for someone's death.
Pero a ella no le gustan las movies de horror, las películas de horror. Entonces decidieron hacer una película en silencio de alguien que ha perdido un ser querido porque es algo que se puede relatar mucho a la gente.
Yeah, so that's about it for that question. Hopefully that answers your question.
You did, thank you.
So thank you so much. Let's give another round of applause for Jaya.
Thank you guys.
So we have one more speaker before we show the digital media work.
Ahora tenemos a un último presentador antes de enseñarle las películas del departamento de Digital Media.
Our keynote speaker for tonight, Miguel Gonzalez, works in the animation industry as an art director. Gonzalez has been working in the animation industry for 9 years. Gonzalez grew up in California in a small town of Porterville. He received a BA in studio art from California State University, Bakersfield, and later went on to CalArts in Valencia, California, and received a BFA in character animation. Gonzalez has worked for Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers, and Disney for several projects, including The Casa Grandes, The Loud House, Apple and Onion, Uncle Grandpa, Summer Camp Island, and the film Book of Life. Recently, Gonzalez has won an Emmy for his work on The Casa Grandes.
Wow.
Ahora, nuestro orador principal de esta noche es Miguel González. Trabaja en la industria de animación como director de arte. También ha estado trabajando en la industria de animación durante 9 años. Creció en California en un pueblito de Portville. Recibió una licenciatura en estudio de arte en la Universidad de Bakersfield. Y también luego pasó a CalArts en Valencia, California. Recibió un BFA en animación personajes. También ha trabajado para Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers y Disney para varios proyectos incluyendo The Casa Grandes, The Loud House, Apple and Onion, Uncle Grandpa, Summer Camp Island y la película The Book of Life. Recientemente, González ganó un Emmy por su trabajo en Casagrandes.
I'm in a big city with my big familia. Every day here is my favorite dia. One big house in our family store. Food and laughter y mucho amor. Tíos, abuelos, all of my primos. A dog, a parrot, amigos. We're one big family now. Sundays and Mondays, they're all fun days when you're with us. Casa Grande, mucha vida. Casa Grande, bienvenida. Casa Grande, mucha risa. Casa Grande, we're all familia. Waking up to the rumbling train, the city sounds that fill my brain. Hitting the street and grabbing my board. It's a big city, so much to explore. Hanging on the block, skating at the park. It's totally fun from dawn till dark. Mercado below me, amiga above. Our Casa Grande is full of love. Tíos, abuelos, all of my primos. A dog, a parrot, amigos. We're one big family now. Sundays and Mondays, they're all fun days when you're with us. Casa Grande, mucha vida. Casa Grande, bienvenida. Casa Grande, mucha vida. Casa Grande, bienvenida. Casa Grande, mucha risa. Casa Grande, we're all familia.
So everyone, let's give a warm welcome to Miguel Gonzalez. Miguel. Let's see, there might be a little bit of a technical difficulty. Let me see if I can find him on the... Miguel, if you can hear me, please turn on your... Please turn on your camera. Oh, there you go. Unmute yourself, Miguel.
Man, technology.
Hi.
Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, I just want to say you guys had a lot of talent out there. I just saw a bunch of you guys' work, and it was pretty awesome. You guys should be proud of you guys.
So Miguel, explain to us a little bit about the Casa Grandes, which won you an Emmy Award, and what that was like being the art director for it.
I heard about this project through a friend, one of my good friends. His name is Miguel as well. And he told me about the project, and it was kind of like in development still. So once I knew it got green light, which means it's going to production, I knew I had to work on it because there's not that many projects with Mexican Americans. So I knew I had to work on this project. So at that point, we reached out to my friend and told him, look, I got to work on this. I don't care what I do, but I got to work on it. So I worked, and worked on Loud House for a bit while we were developing the show, because it wasn't for sure that they were going to make it at the time. So as soon as they got the green light to make the show, I started working on the show and started developing the floor plan, coming up with the world, and just start really developing it. And then they, they have to go, Nickelodeon has to interview a lot of people and make it public. So they did that. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make the cut to be the art director. So, when they told me, I was super stoked. So I beat out a bunch of other people and got the gig,
Congratulations. That's so awesome. Can you explain to us kind of how did your passion for the arts start and what did that journey look like?
I think when I was little, I wasn't very good. Like, I wouldn't say I wasn't good at anything else, but I was always good at drawing. So I kind of became the artist in the classroom. And I think ever since that, I just kept drawing and drawing. And then in high school, I kind of not gave up on the idea of making cartoons, but I didn't think it was possible. So I wanted to become a teacher at that point. So I went to school to become a teacher. And then one day I told my girlfriend at the time, like, hey, I think I want to make cartoons for a living. And she was like, okay. So then at that point, I started doing my homework and started, seeing what colleges were out there that were, that were good and people were being successful in the industry. So this name kept coming up, and it was a college called Cal Arts. So that was my goal. My goal was to go to Cal Arts. So the hard thing is to get in, right? Because there's a lot of people trying to get in, and it's kind of expensive. So at that point, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, one, afford it, and two, get in. So I started practicing and getting my portfolio ready, and I sent it in. And guess what happens?
You got in.
I didn't get in.
Oh.
I did not. I got rejected. I got a letter in the mail, said, nope, sorry, you're not ready. Please apply next year. So at that point, I knew Cal Arts was expensive. So I got a second job. I started working 2 jobs and just started saving all the money that I could. And I thought to myself, all right, I have enough money for 1 year, so I'm going to go for 1 year and see what happens, right? So the following year, I apply again, and months later, I got this letter in the mail, and this time it was a box. It had like a pink ribbon on the box, so I knew at that point, like, holy crap, I think I got in. So I opened it up, and it says, congratulations, you got accepted to Cal Arts. And then after that, I took off to California, or took off to LA and Valencia, and here I am.
What is the importance of particularly Black and Brown children and youth going into the arts and sharing their voice?
I think what's important is that we have a unique voice, and our culture is so full of life that a majority of America hasn't seen that yet. So I think that's important. The rest of the world needs to see our stories, and we need to be involved, and we need to get, in the industry and make change for ourselves. Because if not, no one else is going to represent ourselves. So that was one of my goals. Like, I knew once I got in, I was going to help other people that look like myself and other cultures to get in, because it's hard, it's hard to get in, and it's, it could be frustrating at times, but you just got to keep going and keep trying, keep knocking on doors, make a door, do whatever you got to do to get in, and share your voice.
If you had to give 1 or 2 pieces of advice to the next generation or anybody out there who really wants to pursue a career in the creative arts, what advice would you give them?
That's a good question. I would say don't give up. At times you're going to be frustrated and you're going to want to give up. And the difference between me and you guys is that I didn't give up, right? The people that make it in the industry are the ones that just keep going and going, and they don't stop. you're gonna get a bunch of people saying, no, you're not good enough, or you're not this, you're not that. You just gotta tune those people out and just keep going. Just keep going, keep trying, and then eventually someone's gonna, let you do your art. Or you're gonna get so good eventually that someone's gonna have to pay you to do your art.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miguel. You know what, everyone? Let's give another round of applause for Miguel Gonzalez. We want to thank you so much for being here, Miguel. And we want you a part of APCH events. We have Kale coming up in October, where it's kind of the Comic-Con of South Central. And we would love for you to be included in that too. And we'll let you know about that.
Cool. Yeah, please invite. I love watching you guys' work and seeing what, the next generation is doing, because you guys are the next people up,
Thank you so much, Miguel. And next up, you're going to get to see the work from the digital media members.
Cool.
So over the summer, members in digital media had learned the basics of animation, stop motion animation, photography, and documentary filmmaking. This is a collection of work that the members put their hearts and souls into, despite many obstacles and being physically distant. We'd like to thank Melody Yin, who instructed the animation workshops. We hope you enjoy it.
Durante el verano, los miembros de los medios digitales aprendieron cómo los conceptos básicos de animación, stop motion, la fotografía y la relación de documentales. Esta es una colección de trabajo de los miembros que ponen sus corazones y sus almas a pesar de muchos obstáculos y estar físicamente distantes. Queremos agradecerle a Melody Yang, que dirigió y instruyó los detalles de animación. Por favor, esperemos que los disfrutes.
Yo estoy haciendo un proyecto para mi clase que es un documental y mi idea es cómo la tecnología afecta la educación en dos diferentes lados del mundo, desde una perspectiva de un padre y estudiante. ¿Nos dices quién es, por favor?
Hola, mi nombre es Claudio Reyes, soy de El Salvador. Estudio Ingeniería Civil en la Universidad Gerardo Barrios.
Hi, I'm Catherine Guevara and I'm a freshman in Hamilton High School.
Mi nombre es Ademar Gómez, soy padre de una niña.
Mi nombre es Yesenia Araceli Martínez, soy madre de una niña. Soy de aquí de El Salvador.
¿Y qué crees que es la mejor parte de tu hija viviendo en un mundo con tecnología?
Todo es pura tecnología, puro internet y todo está más actualizado. Cuando nosotros nos crecimos no sabíamos nada ni cómo se usaba el internet ni nada. Incluso hasta hoy ella nos supera a nosotros.
Pues es bastante importante el hecho de que las universidades están utilizando plataformas por ejemplo, de conferencias y cosas así para el aprendizaje de los alumnos. Por ejemplo, yo en mis clases, las artes, tengo la conferencia, luego de la conferencia, el profesor de la temática nos envían un trabajo y al cabo de 5 o 8 días nosotros tenemos que presentar ese trabajo. De esta forma estamos trabajando en la universidad.
What do you think is the worst part of technology?
The worst part of technology is for most people and for me is that the Wi-Fi is slow. It's slow, or it just doesn't work out.
Pienso que no hay todo y cuando sea para aprender, no hay una peor parte. Todo es para bien. La peor parte puede ser
Sorry, y'all, that is my fault. Let me share this one more time and we'll start back a little bit.
se ha crecido en tecnología, que puede puedan acceder a contenidos inapropiados.
¿Cuánto cuesta semanalmente hacer tecnología y si eso te afecta a ti económicamente?
El costo de internet, conexión a internet, anda alrededor de unos 25, 35 dólares mensuales. Estamos hablando que aparte de eso, pues tienen que tener una computadora o un buen teléfono para poder conectarse. Y en un país como El Salvador, pues no todos tenemos el acceso al internet. Hay personas que no tienen acceso a conexión inalámbrica y tienen que usar sus datos de celular para poder conectarse y al final ser un poco más caro.
Como madre, sí me afecta un poco en la economía porque es un poco de gasto. Estar poniendo internet y todo eso sale un poco más caro. Pero también a la vez es algo importante y también con que mis hijos salgan adelante no importaría el sacrificio.
Yo estoy haciendo un proyecto para mi clase que es un documental y mi idea es cómo la tecnología afecta educación en dos diferentes lados del mundo.
Let's give a round for Hazel Gomez. And next we have the rest of the digital media members coming right up. Give me 1 second.
Por favor, denle un aplauso al miembro Hazel, que fue la que construyó ese proyecto.
Sorry, y'all, my computer is acting a little bit slow. Give me 1 second.
Por favor, espérenos un momento. Estamos tratando de poner la nueva película.
Start. Hello, my name is Hennessy and I am Eva's little sister.
So, how did you get the idea from getting art?
Well, I got the idea of creating art ever since I was younger because I've always liked cartoons at a young age. I used to think that these cartoon characters were real and at a specific time they would come on screen and, well, perform. But then I found out that there's actually people who individually draw these cartoons. And so I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I decided to do my own kind of drawings, and now I'm working to be an animator.
So, what cartoons have you ever thought they looked like, if you remember?
I think my favorite cartoons when I was younger were like My Little Pony, and you know, all of the, I guess those cartoons that they'll allow with empathy. I like that. I like those cartoons. I also am very picky with cartoons. If I see a cartoon that has very nice art or a nice animation, I'd probably watch it more than, I don't know, a regular one that wouldn't have as much. I know I'm very biased, but I just find those more captivating and interesting.
When you did art, have you tried over and over to see if you can get it right?
There's always going to be mistakes in art. You are never going to get it correctly the first time. I always believe that every piece of artwork is practice for the next one. because that's all art is, practice, practice, practice. Because I didn't start out drawing like Da Vinci. No one did. You gotta learn. You gotta learn the fundamentals. You gotta practice, and most importantly, you gotta enjoy what you make.
So, what tools have you used to make art when you were younger?
I use a lot of mixed media tools. Right now, I work very digitally, so I can use my little tablet and my pencil and just draw on that. But I remember I would draw a lot in my notebooks, like doodle in class, even when the teachers were still talking, or I would use the color pencils. But I think most importantly, always like try new mediums, because you could always find one that works better for you or you might enjoy more. Because I know I like doing more digital than traditional because it's easier and I like how the colors look.
Thank you for answering my questions.
Of course. Thank you for having me here, Eva. Goodbye.
Start.
Let's give a round of applause for Eva Teodoro.
Por favor, démosle un aplauso.
Hola, mi nombre es Pablo González. Esta es mi historia. Yo vine aquí en los Estados Unidos para un mejor futuro, una vida mejor con mi hermana. Ella ya vivía aquí. Tengo como 13 años en Estados Unidos. Conocí a mi esposa. Ella es de México. Tenemos diferentes culturas y trabajamos duro para vivir muchos años. Tenemos 2 hijos, un perro. Amo mi familia y amo América.
We just had Donna Lezama. Let's give a round of applause for her.
Por favor, démosle un aplauso a Dana Lana.
¿Qué es su nombre?
Mi nombre es Adela García Martínez.
¿Cuándo naciste?
Nací en 1969.
¿A dónde naciste?
Nací en el Estado de México.
¿Fuiste a la escuela cuando eras una niña?
Sí, fui a la escuela poquito tiempo.
¿Era difícil cuando eras una niña?
Sí, era difícil porque mis papás eran muy pobrecitos.
¿Cuándo comenzaste a trabajar?
Empecé a trabajar como a la edad de 8 años.
¿Usted ayudó a 2 personas?
Sí, les ayudaba a hacer mandados para que me dieran dinero o me dieran comida.
Okay. Cuando era una niña, ¿tenías animales?
Sí, mi papá tenía animales, tenía pollos, tenía tenía unos burros, tenía una vaca.
Okay. ¿Cuándo te casaste?
Me casé en el 91.
Okay. ¿Cuándo tenías tu primera hija?
Mi primera hija la tuve en el 92.
Let's give a round of applause for Angel Zamudio.
Por favor, denles un aplauso muy grande a Ana.
Let's give a round of applause for Jesus Perez.
Por favor, démosle un aplauso al miembro Jesús Pérez.
And this is one of the projects he worked on in Miss Melody's class, doing stop motion animation.
Y este es un proyecto que él hizo en la clase de Miss Melody Wang.
Let's hear for Camila Basto. Next up, we have a film by the Greer brothers.
Ahora tenemos una película por los hermanos, what is their last name?
Greer.
Lawyer.
Your name and your birthday? My name is Sade Elwari, and my birthday is December 19th, 1987. I don't know if you get the year. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is sushi. I love sushi. I can eat sushi forever. It's so delicious. But I also really like Thai. How do you feel about the pandemic? Honestly, I feel like it's been really tough for a lot of people. And I sometimes get scared that it's gonna hit really close to home because a lot of people are passing away from it. But I feel like quarantine has forced us to slow down, and it's been really nice to be able to slow down a little bit compared to how life used to be. Although I think that we're not doing a great job because obviously we have to shut down again. So obviously people are still moving a little too quickly and giving each other the virus. What is your favorite teacher in school? Wow, what a good question. My favorite teacher in school. I feel like in 6th grade, I remember Miss Russell a lot. She was, I don't know, she was really cool. She would talk to us about everything. I feel like she really smart, so she would always like support me and help give me like extra tasks in the classroom, and she always supported my leadership and always like let me be like more free. I always had a lot of things going on with like drill team and student council, and at the time I was student body president, and she just was such a great like support system, especially with like everything going on at home. And recently my 5th grade teacher reached out to me too, and she was really dope. This is Grace. She was really smart, but she always held us accountable. Like she didn't play no games. So I felt really good with her.
Okay, and did you have a pandemic growing up?
No, we didn't. I think the last time there was a pandemic, I don't even know if it was a pandemic, but in the world was like the Spanish flu back in the late 1910s, teens, I don't know, around 1920, 1919. So I've never experienced a pandemic myself, but I'm trying to think. I think there was like time where like we were forced to stay home for a few days. Like I know that happened like with the curfew during the LA civil unrest in 1992, and then I heard that in the earthquake in 1994 when we also like some people couldn't go places, or couldn't go home because like homes were like really damaged. And I know I haven't experienced them myself directly, but I guess you're not asking this, but I guess what I'm saying is in New York when I lived there and like there would be snow days, you have to like stay home a few days. We can't go anywhere because nothing's open, and they'll like have like a state of emergency. But I know there's been like some pretty bad natural disasters that have forced people to stay home. I haven't necessarily been a part of it, but like Hurricane Katrina happened when I was in high school. Hurricane Sandy.
How were you feeling as a kid?
Overall, or when those things happened?
Overall.
I was a really happy kid, and I had 2 sisters, so I was really lucky because we all used to entertain each other and entertain ourselves together and have good fun. And we also grew up with they were our neighbors. And I guess as a kid, I don't know where these kids stop, but I was always like really involved in stuff. Like I always like just doing things like bless you. Like when I was in school, I was involved in a lot of different things and always volunteered, and I really liked making friends and just like talking a lot like I do now. I talk a lot. I was probably a little more hyper as a kid. Like I had so much energy and just like always like bouncing off the walls and doing stuff. I also there was a lot of like stuff going on at home that was really explosive that I feel like I would always try to like ignore it or avoid it. But, like my dad was really mean to my mom growing up, and so I feel like anytime very not physically, but a lot of things. And then I think I was like really happy when like I left because I feel like it was finally like I feel like as a kid I was finally just, like I wasn't really scared of being at home anymore. It was kind of a little what else? But I feel like even though all that stuff was happening, I always did really cool stuff. Like we were involved in like the after school program, we went to all these trips. We would go to like Disneyland and Six Flags, and I love roller coasters, and I just like love doing things. Like these things were really cool. Sometimes I want to be older, but I was like, you know what? Like this is really cool. And then being in elementary school, we had these school dances, and we just like went on a lot of field trips. Like really cool stuff. Being a kid was awesome.
For our final question, what's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show. I think right now I would say my favorite TV show is Insecure, but I also really like Power. But Power just ended, but then it had like all the other things going on. But I feel like I was like a diehard Power fan because even though I don't like love 50 Cent, I love like how much he's like involved in all these different things and like such a businessman and like really business savvy. And but Insecure, I love
Let's hear for the Greer brothers.
Un gran aplauso para los que de ese proyecto.
Our next person, we're going to watch two works by Derek
Ahora vamos
Mercado.
dos proyectos, ¿ok?
Today, we are going to know a little bit about my mom. First, can you tell us your name and where you came from?
My name is Raquel Fuentes and I'm from Chile.
What is your favorite season and why?
My favorite season is spring, and because everything is sprout and flowers are all over.
What is your favorite color?
Green.
Tell us about your hobbies.
My favorite hobby is gardening, because I love plants, flowers, and trees.
How do we help our environment?
The best thing we can do of helping the environment is recycle everything. They need to be recycling. Throwing the garbage in the right places and plant trees.
How do we stay safe during this pandemic?
First, we need to conscious about we need to take care of each other, and then using masks every time we're going out. Have the distance and don't go in crowded places, please.
What is your favorite animal and why?
My favorite animal is flamingo because they are so beautiful and gracious.
What is your favorite music genre?
My favorite music is pop music in English and in Spanish.
What is your favorite fruit?
I like all fruit, but my favorite is fig.
Why?
It's delicious.
All right, let's hear for Derek.
Un gran aplauso para el miembro.
Beautiful garden. I will show you the amazing sand wasp that looks like a bee, but this insect is way different than bees. Being a wasp, it's a predator and a carnivore, unlike the bees. It shares the garden with hoverflies and flies. This insect prefers mint flowers, as you see right now. They have a beautiful white color. And also share the place with bees as well, although they are wasps. Don't be confused and be careful with the sand wasp.
Let's hear for Derek Mercado again.
Por favor, tenemos un gran aplauso al miembro Derek Machado.
Let's hear it for Jesus Perez. Our next film is by Angel Zamudio.
Ahora, la próxima película es para el miembro Ángel Zamudio.
And that was Angel Zamudio.
Y ese fue trabajo por Ángel Zamudio.
And that is all for tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming and supporting our digital media members. And just to let y'all know, our members are from 8 years old all the way up to 14 years old.
Queremos darle muchas gracias por venir a este evento. Queremos decirle que nuestros miembros son de la edad de 8 años en adelante y le apreciamos mucho que estuvo presente en este evento con nosotros.
Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful night.
Muchísimas gracias y esperamos que tengan una buena noche. Gracias.
Bye.
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 Bye. Congratulations, y'all.
Serving for young and families for 26 years. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll see you guys in the third annual of the Moondance Film Festival.
Okay.
Or when we come back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend.
Bye.
Bye.